Dani Ruberti, we know that burning embers can easily spread in windy conditions. So how much longer is the threat of the high winds going to hang around?
Oh, Pat, we're not done with it quite yet. A little bit longer. So hold on, folks, and just take extra precautions because we'll continue to see this red flag warning, which means that fire danger is elevated. And as Pat mentioned, it's all because of those strong gusty winds and that low relative humidity that we're dealing with. And so here's the thing. High wind warnings are going to expire at 10 o'clock, but they'll be downgraded to advisories, and that's going to be extended into tomorrow. So for Halloween, we're going to continue to see some of those strong gusty winds. On top of that, things are going to get really cold for some of you. So that's the other big story. Frost advisories and freeze warnings in effect for our high deserts and also the Antelope Valley. So give yourself some extra time. If you're heading out tomorrow morning, you might see some frost on the windshield. So let's talk about what's next. I want to break it all down for you. So we're going to continue to see some of those strong winds this afternoon, but they're going to start to mellow out and die down just a little bit as we go into this evening, but then they pick back up tomorrow. So it's still going to be breezy for your Halloween on Tuesday. Mornings are going to be pretty chilly to kick off the day, so you might need a light jacket in the morning. You won't need it in the afternoons, though, because we do have a warm week in store for us. And as for Halloween, if you're going to be trick-or-treating out with the kiddos tomorrow evening, it's going to be warm with many of us hovering in the 80s. So we do have a warm day in store for us. Let's talk about the winds, though. That is still the big story going into tonight. Now, they have settled down a bit. We're still seeing some breezy conditions in Malibu, winds at about 32 miles per hour. Some of our strongest gusts today had been through Santa Clarita, down through Simi Valley towards Camarillo and into Burbank. But you can see it's a little bit quieter right now. But take a look at some of these gusts that we've been dealing with. Magic Mountain Truck Trail, seeing a gust ringing in at 91 miles per hour. And you can see some of those strong wind gusts. Malibu Hills up to 40 miles per hour. So yeah, we've been dealing with those howling winds this afternoon, and that's what leads to this elevated fire danger. And we'll continue to see in some of those wind-prone areas like parts of Ventura County and also LA County strong winds going into tomorrow. Right now, temperatures are in the 70s along the coast. And as we break down these wind gusts, you can see as we go into this evening, winds are dying down all across Ventura County, LA County, down into Orange County. They're going to pick back up tomorrow morning. Not too bad if you're heading out for a walk with your pup or with the kids. But you can see by late morning, 11:30 Tuesday, some of those winds picking up again through Ventura County into LA County. And then we're going to see those dying down into the evening time. Temperatures right now in the 80s. And let's take a look at what it's going to feel like as you head out going into the next couple days. So this is for LA, the Basin, OC area. You can see we're dealing with the mid 80s for the next couple days. So winds will start to die down. We start to turn calmer on Wednesday. And by the end of the week, we're going to stay warm. And that's going to be the case going into Saturday and Sunday, dry and sunny. But by the time we get to Monday, for those of you who don't like the heat, Pat, things are going to feel a little bit better down in the 70s. So we're going to get a little bit of break from the warm days this week.
Feeling more like fall. And Dani, I just want to take a moment to welcome you to our team. She is Dani Ruberti, is our newest Next Weather Forecast member. And hey, you've done a great job today. Nothing like debuting on one of the biggest wind events of the season so far. I know it is, but I feel honored to be able to help people start their weeks and their new days and to work with this team. You guys have made me feel like family already, Pat, so thank you. Oh, that's so sweet, and you are. All right. Thank you. Thanks, Dani. See you later.
In SoCal, our communities are diverse.
Unique.
Sheba Turk, you're in my shot, and so are you, Paul Diano.
Outrageous.
And totally us.
KCAL News Mornings, in your community. Weekdays 4 to 11.
Ba-dum-bum.
CBS News Los Angeles. Your local news. Streaming wherever, whenever.